Hello, this is Crystal Racing with my live commentary. Sorry, I've just had a massive delay due to a problem in my kitchen and clearing up stuff. Of course, there's 4 minutes to go off the second half. Amari Hutchinson has gone down on the ground with the England physios attending to his head and neck. What happened here? Oh, wait. Pooh Bill's boot tapped Hutchinson in the head. Oh no, Christ. That's England's man of the tournament gone down. Obviously, James McAtee scored the opener from a set piece. Harvey Elliott scored after Kwanzaa had his shot blocked by the keeper, but Harvey Elliott tapped in the rebound. Of course, England looks so much more balanced in this setup with having less possession, playing on the counter-attack with only 47% possession, playing more the English style of football rather than trying to keep possession of the ball like, England tried to do against Germany and Slovenia, which of course didn't suit England because Slovenia and Germany both played in a low block, and of course England could only get 1 point against those two teams. England leading this quarterfinal as defending champions against the team that finished runners-up last time round in Spain. Of course, James Trafford pulled off that amazing match-winning save towards the end of the game. Thank you for the like. Much appreciated here at Crystal Racing. Spain crossed the ball in. It's a great clearance by Kwanzaa. That was a dangerous cross by Spain as well. Mind you, Spain were a bit unfortunate early on when they had a penalty call dismissed after 4 minutes. The referee took a second look at the VAR TV screen and decided that Cresswell did not deliberately commit handball with his arm being turned around and not gaining any advantage. Gotta say, England were amazing in the 10 minutes that came after that Spain's first penalty call got dismissed. Brilliant. Hello there, FRC James Bond. Interesting name. Hope you're doing well. Boo Bill. Let's look at the squad list. Spain, Mateo Joseph of Leeds United up front. Stansfield of Birmingham up front. My day has been fantastic, thank you. Oh, and Torrientes drives his shot miles wide of the post. Frank Scott blocking. Because I think England playing much deeper and more defensively and having less of the ball is playing to England's strengths. Great late block there by Alex Scott of Bournemouth. There's a throw for the Spanish with 5 minutes of added time coming. Great catch by Beadle. Stansfield holding the ball up, left wing. But Spain with a corner, free throw in, I beg your pardon. Been a fairly even match, but England have been more clinical. It's been a massively hot and humid day here in England. So Kwanzaa passes out to Hinshelwood. McAtee drops deep. Thank you for 3 likes anyway. I don't know if this could cost England, but England are getting a bit defensive in their 4-4-2 shape. Just allowing Spain to have about 56 possession of the ball. England win the ball back very cleanly, causing Spain all sorts of issues. Hinshelwood wins a throw in. Referee's not happy. "15 seconds left of added time. Lopez got in. Romeo has been superb as a defender this tournament. And that's full, and that's half time. So the 2 2023 under-21 finalists are once again on course for another Titanic finish, but this time only one of them can progress to the semi-finals. Yeah, I'm okay.
Not like other girls.
Yeah, obviously I am struggling to find many things to say because, of course, let's look at the other scores. Portugal lost 1-0 to the Netherlands, and I presume, obviously, the Netherlands, having finished second in their group, behind Denmark, will be potentially opponents for either Spain or England in the next round, proving that this Euro 20 under 21 tournament is pretty competitive. Type in the chat, who do you think is going to win the England under 21s tournament? Because I can tell you this is going to be one hell of a close competition this year. Obviously, this has probably been a more of a strong defensive performance for England rather than an attacking one, despite England scoring more goals. Look at that, 55% for Spain, España, and 45% for England. It's not been easy sailing in terms of controlling the game for England. And having said that, I think having Morton and Alex Scott in midfield has worked a treat because, I mean, Eddie Anderson was absolute garbage against Germany, just horrible. And of course, well, I don't know what to say about Elliot Anderson from the last game. I mean, if he does not improve on that, he will never be called up by the senior squad. England's second goal is so good, by the way. Just everyone pressing so efficiently as a pack. Space open up for Kwanzaa to shoot from 25 yards. Kwanzaa, the goalkeeper for Spain, saves it and can only parry it towards Harvey Elliott. That's all in the chat talking to me, which is interesting. Don't be afraid to say hi here at Crystal Racing because, of course, the Global Cup. I'm actually lost for words about that. I don't know what's it. Not everyone wants to watch it or talk about it. But I have to say, I've actually been proven wrong about the competitiveness of quite a lot of teams there. Gotta admit when I'm wrong. Hope you're all having a great day today. Obviously, it's now 9 o'clock UK time where the sun is still out and the sun does not set until 10 o'clock tonight. In fact, no, it's going to set about 10:30, which is today is the 21st of June, the longest day of the year. Have a quick roundup of any scores from the football today. Oh, look at that. Aurora Red Diamonds are leading 1-0 at half-time against Inter Milan. Dortmund survive Mamelodi Sundowns and take a 4-3 win. And of course, you get Netherlands progress to the semi-finals of the Under-21s Championships in Europe, and of course they will play the winner of Spain versus England, which is currently a 2-1 lead to England right now. Blimey. Oh, all right, that's women's under 19. Sorry, I don't know what I was looking at. I beg your pardon. And of course, earlier today, in the early hours, at like, I think held at like 2 o'clock UK time / 3 o'clock Central European time in the morning, Bayern Munich edged past Boca Juniors 2-1. These South American teams are not going down without a fight, I've got to say. It's some impressive performances around from the teams outside of Europe, causing all sorts of havoc. Got to say, Alex Scott was a bit rash with that tackle that led to the Spanish pen. Got more of that Club World Cup thingy. Replay versus Monterrey, Juventus versus Villarreal, Casablanca, Real Madrid versus Pachuca, and RB Salzburg. Don't know why they're here, but they're going to play Al Hilal. And in the other quarterfinals of the Under-21 Championship, Denmark group winners will play against France, who were the runners-up in Portugal's group, so that's going to be another interesting matchup. And the group winners of England's group, Germany, will go up against Italy, who finished second in Spain's group. So we're back underway for the second half. Who the hell's Spain's manager? Santi Dinia versus Lee Carsley. I think, yeah, that formation's correct now. 4-2-3-1 with McAtee in the number 10 role, like he should be playing. Was an overhit cross there by Maury Hutchinson, who is beginning to look a bit tired. And the crowd has gone extremely mild, I have to say. Diego Lopez down the left-hand side. Romeo wins the tackle, gets a free kick. Nice work there by Tino. Very, very clever tactical foul drawn there by England's England's main right back. Tino getting ready to hoof this ball up the pitch. England having got all their men flooding towards the right-hand side, and now they're spreading the width of the pitch. Hutchinson, Stansfield, you've got England under 21s, but one of the Spanish defenders did stick his boot in there, which obviously made Stansfield's shot got deflected over the ball. And of course, it's an England corner thanks to that. Thank you for 4 likes here at Crystal Racing. England's corner is a waste. And England are really, really standing up and going man-to-man with Spain in the second half. Stansfield drifting to the left. Maury Hutchinson crosses the ball to absolutely no one. Oh. But now Joseph is really struggling in an under-21 shirt for Spain, having previously played for England's under-19s due to being, I think, relative of Emil Hiskey. Livramento is another England corner. And Mosquera is being ran ragged down the right-hand side, but this time by Stansfield, who's been pretty good with his link-up play, I've got to say. Obviously, no goals in 6 caps, but he's the only proper striker Lee Carsley has at his disposal. And honestly, just having a target man, a striker, is making England's life a lot easier compared to previous games. And it's England's third corner. Overhit by Harvey Elliott. Oh! Oh, but it's narrowly wide of the back post by Cresswell. For a moment, I thought Harvey Elliott had put too much power in his cross, in his corner. But Cresswell just about an inch wide of the back post. And, Elliot Anderson of Nottingham Forest will be making an appearance. Alex Scott will be getting substituted for some reason. By the way, Tyler Morton will be missing the next game due to picking up his second yellow card of the tournament. And there will be another player coming on. That will be Amari Hutchinson getting replaced by Jonathan Rowe. And unfortunately, Amari Hutchinson, after being hit in the face, just doesn't look right. And he just, I think Lee Carsley realised when Amari Hutchinson crossed that ball to absolutely no one on the right-hand side that Hutchinson is not fit. Real shame to bring him off so early, but it was an accidental collision with a Spanish player for Hutchinson. Rowe. Anderson wins a corner. And now the Spanish are also trying to respond with their own subs. Really, Anderson was absolute garbage against Germany, but he's on the pitch. McAtee has his cross cleared. Spain clearing their lines very well, by the way. So that was an absolutely dogfight of a cross there by Spain. Jonathan Rowe powers through a couple of defenders. Nice work here. Jonathan Rowe getting to play as a left winger and behind the striker. Now that Stansfield is obviously on the pitch. I'm just too nervous to talk, to be honest. I know I've not spoken as much as I've done in previous streams, but I mean, it's a must-win game because it's a knockout game. It's that simple, really. Rowe wins back possession. Nice ball control by James Beadle. Spain have the ball. They're going to shoot. Livramento intervenes with a Spanish shot. Great defending by England. Look at this. Look at the pace and athleticism Stansfield's got. Thank goodness Spain do not have a main number 9 up front because Mattel Joseph is absolute meh. Let's face it, the only reason why he's playing for the Spanish under-21s is because Spain don't have a striker. They don't produce strikers anymore. I'll say Matteo Joseph hesitated with that shot at goal. Much to our benefit. And Torrentes is coming off and he's being replaced by Moro. And Wanlu is being replaced by Hale Gaza. Yara Guiza. Sorry about the pronunciation. Sorry about the pronunciation. It's not good, but Spain keep possession of the ball. Like I mean, you can spend all the time passing the ball around. I mean, this is not going to put England under any pressure, and they've given the ball away. It is so weird to think that England love to copy Spain's style of football, but yet many more direct styles of play have actually been able to combat the Spanish style of possession football. Spain cross it in the box. It's an easy clearance for Kwanzaa. Looks like everyone's gone out to nightclubs and partying, which is why barely anyone's spoken in the chat. Hello there, J.A. Mix Vlog. Oh, congratulations to Ford Serragada. That's why you were not here. Fair enough. It's your dad's birthday. It's your dad's birthday. I mean, yeah, obviously it's much better to spend time with your family than to sit here and listen to me drone on. I will hold my hands up and admit I was absolutely wrong about the Club World Cup. It has been, the past few days have been absolutely stunning. Moro has his cross block. Spain cannot cross a ball. Right now, they are unable to produce any crosses that would scare Dracula. I can't speak. I'm so sorry. I just cannot speak right now. Happy birthday to Serragada's dad. Oh, England win the ball there with Harvey Elliott getting on to pressing high up. Picks out Stansfield, crosses in, but no one is in the box. Stansfield has absolutely ran his socks off today. Yeah, I mean, when I saw Auckland City get destroyed 10-0 by Munich, and of course, Al Ali draw 0-0 with Inter Miami, and of course, Botafogo draw with Porto, was it? Can't remember. Palmeiras with Porto, I can't remember, but I just thought, what a waste of time, but gotta hand it to the likes of Botafogo, Flamengo, Al Ali, and of course, oh, great save there by James Beadle, and he's saved again. Just lurking today. Okay, I hope you've had a fantastic day today, Mr. John Cartier. England holding on to this 2-1 lead against Spain. Great double save by England's 6'7", number one, James Beadle. What a moment he's had today. Filling in the boots of, what's his name, James Trafford so well. Powerful shot by Javi Guerrero, the captain, and then Beadle saves again from the rebound. Beadle's been very good this tournament. Okay, to be fair, the shot was very straight at him, and of course, Javi Guerrero could have done better. I'm not being sarcastic about the Club World Cup. I'm actually quite impressed. I mean, Flamengo well and truly put Chelsea on their backsides, deservedly so. And yeah, Nico Jackson, if he was on a smaller wage, he'd probably be getting sacked by now. But of course, Chelsea I think he's still got like 5 years to go on his Chelsea deal. So good luck on Chelsea getting rid of him, because he's absolutely dreadful. He is a joke. England lose the ball. Spain down the left-hand side. It's waking up now, and the shot goes straight to Beadle. And by June, I mean, what's it? Man City one of the few big teams who look solid so far. Obviously, Mamelodi Sundowns narrowly losing 4-3 to Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund are actually looking like one of the better teams. What year is this? Alan Anderson winning a free kick there. England have been so good when it's come to defending since obviously the 15th minute mark. Stansfield has done a brilliant job running around and doing the graveyard shift up front for England, giving us a proper outlet. I think that Germany game really showed causally that neither Harvey Elliott nor Jonathan Rowe can play as a false nine, and that made him finally see sense. Livramento on the overlap, but he loses the ball to Spain. But England win the ball back with Harvey Elliott clearing it out for a Spanish throw-in. Red Diamond and leading against Inter Miami. Unbelievable. My God, I'm missing out on a gold mine. But yeah, you know what it is? I think I might be tempted to do a live stream on the Club World Cup now because quite a lot is cracking off and I've completely been... I know a lot of managers have been coming out with the same excuses of, oh, our players are tired, but you've got to realise a lot of players around the world are also taking time out from their usual schedules to play this tournament. So I think a lot of big managers in Europe are refusing to admit their players might not be up to scratch. Happy birthday to Charlie Williams. Who the hell is Charlie Williams? Like, I don't know who she is, but yeah, happy birthday to her. Jonathan Rowe shoots from the left-hand side, and that was well, he should have crossed that. Absolutely daft. Not much of a football brain. Yeah, Inter Miami beat Porto 2-1. What a performance by Lionel Messi and his players. Truly, my goodness, beat Porto. I mean, Porto, another big scalp, has been beaten. I mean, for a club like Porto, surely they should be taking this tournament a lot more seriously because, well, I mean, along with the likes of RB Leipzig and some club from Holland, is he? Yeah, this is probably their best chance of winning a trophy with all the big clubs losing. Yes, I know you're talking about Inter Milan in the Red Diamonds game, of course. I am well aware of that. Sorry, I just went off topic, but England are doing a good job of holding on against Spain, with of course Spain trying to pass the ball out from the back. Gonzalez had a decent game. Spain spreading the ball out to the right side, beating the man. Malero tried a nice little back heel, but England cleared their line superbly well. Jonathan Rowe tracking back. And look at that, with Stansfield up front, he's forcing the Spanish defenders to actually try and track back and cover space. Real Madrid and PSG, yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe I think there might be some truth that a lot of players from Europe do not want to be there, and they're all moaning about the heat. I've got to say, I think this tournament, like it's always has been, it's always been a much bigger tournament for the clubs outside of Europe because the Club World Cup is a far bigger tournament than any of the other, most of the other regional Champions League. And I mean, yeah, the Copa Libertadores in South America is a pretty prestigious tournament, but we all know the South Americans love to get one over the boys in Europe. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, Man City and Borussia Dortmund look like the best two European sides. Yeah, England passing the ball around. There's not exactly been a lot of goal mouth action in this game, I'm afraid. England only 46.6% possession. Valverde missed PSG, yeah. I mean, the problem is PSG have just won the Champions League, so it's not like they're that desperate to get another trophy. 3 shots on target for England, 4 for Spain, and only 33 touches inside the opposition's boxes with both teams, which is pretty below average, considering we're now approaching 70 minutes. Spain trying to spread the ball out around, but they're basically passing the ball around England's low block rather than trying to break it down, and that's another great clearance there by England. Cresswell getting one of his lanky long legs out and clearing it for a corner to Spain, doing what he needs to do. Oh dearie me, absolute clown show. Spain and England clear the ball again. Great defending by the young Lions. Spain just cannot break down England's low block. To be fair, I will say this. Porto's war to defend Lionel Messi's free kick was about as useful as a chocolate fire guard in that there was a huge gap in it. Spain resorting to a diagonal cross from the right-hand side, and England clear their lines yet again. This is food and drink for the young Lions. And Matteo Joseph, who I think has only scored like 4 goals in 68 games for Leeds. Why the hell is that guy playing as a false nine for Spain? My God, they really are short on options in the striking department for the under-21s. Mind you, I mean, Spain still have a Roller and Morata on the bench for the seniors, so that just sums it all up. Cesc Fabregas might replace Pep Guardiola at Man City. I think that's a bit bold. Shoot! Oh! That was Jay Stansfield yet again. I don't know whose shot was it. No, it's Tyler Morton who had a shot. And he was about a yard wide of the post. Oh, what a shame. What a goal that would have been. Almost Eric Cantona-esque, the way he was running towards goal down the right-hand side. Fernandes is on for Spain. And Pablo Torre of Barcelona has replaced the absolutely hopeless Matteo Joseph. Yep, I just mentioned Borussia Dortmund looking like one of the best teams in the tournament from Europe. Commiserations to Mamelodi Sundown, and of course, Harvey Elliott has been replaced by Norton Coffey. So England really are now trying to bring on fresh legs to see this game out, and Cresswell has been given the captain's armband as McAtee departs the field and will be replaced by Aidan Hackney. Norton Coffey was so good as a sub against Germany. It's just that England's finishing against the Germans was absolutely powder puff, to say the least. In the under-21 match, obviously, I mean, in the under-19s game, which was a 5-5 draw, I mean, that was like a basketball game at times. Oh god, I've got so many subs going on now for the under-21s. England with a throw-in. Stansfield kicks upfield for Norton Coffey to sprint on, who keeps it in play, but Spain clear their lines. Stansfield is... Man, it looks like Stansfield is going to have to play all 90 minutes because England have no striker on the bench. And he's done an amazing job, by the way, Stansfield. I know he's had his 2 shots saved, but he's done so well holding the ball up and just stretching those Spanish defenders and taking pressure off the rest of the England squad. I know, yes, his record reads 0 goals in 6 caps for the under-21s, but he's done an absolutely brilliant graveyard shift for England tonight. A lot of Oslo's players were in Oslo for Odegaard's wedding. Yep, congratulations to Martin Odegaard for getting married. Oslo are probably, all the players and all the fans and coaches are delighted to be having a break right now. Since, of course, only 2 clubs from every country can be represented at the CWC. England, Spain, I've got space! And that was deflected from Malero. For a moment, I thought the ball was going to dip into the back of the net, but Malero had his shot take a nick off. It looks like Cresswell again. Cresswell's been superb at the back for England. I bet Spain wished they actually had some kid who could play as number 9 because, frankly, they don't have one. It still remains 2-1 to England. Not many shots on goal, to be honest, in this second half, but England will not care about that. It's all about reaching the semi-finals and having the opportunity to play the Netherlands in the semi-final, just like the seniors did at last year's Euros. Beadle boots it up the field, keeping it miles away from his own goal. And Spain again frustrated. We've got 15 minutes to go, folks. And England have won a corner somehow. These Spanish lads are looking absolutely cream crackers. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, like, even though Arsenal obviously bottled every tournament they were in last season, I mean, I did say that. No, like, Mikel Arteta, despite not being the tactically best manager in the league, he has kept a happy camp, which is something that not every manager can achieve in the Premier League. Tyler Morton, oh, nice dribble there. Oh, he's doubled in a box. The referee's not having it. He wants everyone to get up on their feet. England get back to pressing. Stanfield wins the ball back. Just give it to Norton Coffey, mate. Oh, nice Cruyff, nice little shimmy there by Tyler Morton. But he goes down far too easily. But he arrives in the penalty area and Stansfield won a corner. Anderson to take the corner kick for England. If England get a third, I think it's game over. Spain clear their lines. Anderson again, crossing the box. Very nice one. Oh, it should have been 3-1. Hinselwood this time missing a golden chance to win this game. Oh, that was a point-blank header there for Hinselwood. No one marking him. Oh, that could have been game, set, and match. I mean, Mosquera's been absolutely dreadful for Spain, and he was well beaten by Hinselwood. Spain's under-21s live for another day. Malero will be substituted and replaced by Jesus Rodriguez. Looks like Jesus Rodriguez could be Spain's saviour. Oh my God, Hinselwood, you could have won the game for us. You could have got us in the semi-final just then. Sansfield. England's press has been very effective tonight because Spain have been forced to rush a lot of their passes, I've got to say. Nick Corsley has got his lads very well organised for this crucial quarterfinal. I know, of course, I would like to see England actually score a third goal to just end this game once and for all. I just mentally make those Spanish players give up, to be honest, because I mean, it's not over yet. I mean, 2-1 is all going to be the most dangerous scoreline in the whole of football, as many would say. And that's exactly where England are. Here's Tyler Morton trying to get Stansfield in behind, but it's too long. Oh, Stansfield in! Come on, shoot! But he holds it up instead. Oh, he's taken too long to make a decision. He's knackered. To be honest, Stansfield didn't know whether to shoot or whether to pass the ball, and in the end, he could do neither, and Spain regained possession. But Stansfield has been outstanding tonight in the lone man, target man position. Morrow has his cross cleared. Goodness me, Spain's crossing is absolutely dreadful. It's just cack. Spain can't cross it. Dude, Dracula would have no fears against Spain. Spain desperately trying to press on for an equaliser, but literally almost every England player is inside their penalty area. That is one absolutely miserably bad cross there again. My God, if David Beckham was watching this Spanish team, he'd just be shrugging his shoulders and laughing at them. Ifan Ranieri will replace Jay Stansfield for the last 10 minutes. Got to give him a round of applause. What a great job. 80 minutes of non-stop running. Ifan Ranieri, I mean, it looks like Jonathan Rowe will go to the lone striker role instead, with Ifan Ranieri seeing the game out, probably somewhere around the left-hand side. Great decision by Corsley to start Stansfield. Very much literally doing what I've been asking Corsley to do. Anderson's been pretty bright since coming on, pressing forwards. I mean, against Germany, he was constantly going sideways and backwards. Eight more minutes plus added time. I am struggling to speak, if I'm going to be truly honest. Looks like another semi-final in the under-21s is coming up. But 2-1 is a very vulnerable scoreline to be in charge of. Jonathan Rowe goes down. The Spanish are absolutely infuriated. Blatantly shoved Jonathan Rowe to the ground there. Like, I don't know what you're complaining about, Spain. And that's the most obvious England free kick you'll ever see in your life. It's nearly 11 o'clock in Slovakia, so yeah. Well, you better hold your horses because there's still another 7 minutes of this game, and it's only a 1-goal lead. England passing the ball around the back. Bit of a dangerous game this, and it's straight back to Spain. Oh my God, should have been a lot quicker distributing the ball forwards, to be honest. Great defending by Norton Coffey. Making sure Spain can see the goal kick. I mean, he did a good job. He just got his left foot out and forced Eze Rodriguez to run into his left leg. So obviously he didn't have to impede him deliberately. He's been all ready to boot this ball as long as he possibly can. And that's another England free kick. Spain are just not a this Spanish team are just not a racist, to be honest. Although, of course, well, it looks like the Spanish are beginning to lose their supremacy when it comes to the big cup tournaments, losing to Portugal in the Nations League. The Spanish women losing the Women's Olympics last summer. The Spanish women losing to England in was it a Nations League match earlier this year? I mean, obviously, the Spanish men's team are still one of the favourites to win the World Cup next year, but I mean, of course, those recent stories I've heard about Lamine Yamal going out with a 29-year-old woman. England trying to press up high the pitch. Down the left-hand side. It's going to be tricky without a target man. Oh, what's happening? What's happening here? Oh, it's a yellow card for Rowe. Oh, they're saying he didn't hear the ref's whistle for some reason. He just kept playing on for some daft reason. Oh, but he's... Ball out right to the left again for the Spanish. And Tim Livramento has been phenomenal at the back for England tonight. So many good performances in the England backline. Okay, yes, it's not quite as pretty to watch as the under-23 under the England's previous squad 2 years ago, but Spain just directed a very weak header there against Beadle, who was never going to be beaten. Easy catch for England's number one, who's 6'7", so you're going to do a lot. You need to do a lot more in order to beat those big 6'7" legs. And of course, his massive reach that he's got. 3 more minutes of tension and nursery costly to endure plus added time. Obviously, Spain are slightly technically better on the board, but England have been as solid as ice at the back, with no signs of melting. And Spain can see the throw-in. I can sense there's a lot of frustration in the Spanish ranks. England just under 3 minutes plus added time away from another semi-final. And England will place Netherlands in the next round if they can hold on to this lead. Jonathan Rowe into space. Shoots! Oh my goodness, Jonathan Rowe shooting is absolutely diabolical. Never ever, he always shoots high towards the top corners, and he never shoots towards the bottom corners. I don't know what's with his shooting technique. Mika Hakkinen takes a break, and a certain Kimi Räikkönen takes his seat. The rest is history, yes. And truth be told, Kimi Räikkönen should have really won twice as many championships and twice as many race wins as he did. Well, okay, 3 will, okay, about 1.5 times as many championships, I'm going to be precise, but Tyler Morton, he's been all right, but of course he'll be suspended for the next game because he picked up a second yellow card in the tournament. But he's done a shift for Carsley in this Under-21 championship. $60 to go plus added time, from what I can see on my TV screen. My God. I know Spain have had far superior possession, but England have been the better team on the night. And that's another useless cross there by Spain, who couldn't even threaten a mouse with the way they're crossing the ball tonight. I mean, Spain's crosses are so feeble. But, you know, as an England fan, I don't mind. It's another easy clearance for England. Spain just don't have, like, a number 10 type player that can, like, open up England down the middle for some reason. It's all just crosses in the box. The LA Lakers have been sold for $10 billion. Wow. Like, I'm trying to think, like, on basketball stadiums only got, like, 30,000 seats in it. Like, blimey me, I mean, I know obviously basketball fans spend a fortune to attend games, but $10 billion, wow, is that? I don't know. I mean, the only clubs I can think of that are probably worth more than that in football is like Real Madrid. 4 minutes of added time. Good grief, Spain. You have this Spanish team are one-dimensional in attack. My God, who do Spain think they are? Like, do they think they're Scotland or something? Because it's just cross after cross after cross after cross after cross. What an absolutely laughably, what a boring team to watch, that Spanish team we're watching right now. Yeah, over here in England, we've been spending decades admiring the Spanish style of football, but yet we're beating them with a more direct counter-attack style of football, which of course both goals came in the first 15 minutes. And yeah, Inter Milan are going to probably beat your Red Diamonds. I think the shocks are probably going to start to become less of a thing when the bigger teams start to wake up. Ball out of play for England. 2 more minutes of added time. Spain. I have not... Oh, the goalkeeper's actually booted the ball forwards for Spain. I didn't think they'd had that in their locker. Oh, the keeper's tripped Rowe up there. It's a penalty for England. It's going to be game over, surely. Jonathan Rowe has finally done something useful for the young Lions. Jonathan Rowe made a turbo, panic, dash off his line. And that's a blatant penalty if you've ever seen one at the edge of the box. Wow, that's shock. That's a turbo, I've got to say it. If a player like Jonathan Rowe is making you panic and come off your line like that, yeah, I think, yeah, that's it for Spain. Spain are done and dusted. And Eddie Anderson with the important penalty kick for the Young Lions with just 60 seconds to go. Let's smash this into the back of the net and knock out the Spanish for a second tournament in a row. Yes! Game, set, and match with Nottingham Forest. So Elliot Anderson finishing the job. It's game over. Spain are out of the under 21 Euros. Says the keeper the wrong way, but the keeper going to the left. Anderson shooting to the right. Great tactical masterclass by Lee Carsley. Spain boot the ball forward, but it's a waste of time as even then they still can't get past England's tight defence. And it's all over here in Slovakia. Spain won, England 3, and this time England dominated this game even more than they did 2 years ago. There's a scuff kicking off on the pitch. A couple of Spanish players are squaring up to the English players. I don't know what's happened. What on earth kicked off? Oh, Stansfield. What's happened here? Jay Stansfield and Cresswell having a scuff. What the hell's happened here? The Spanish players look like they're angry about something. Cresswell retaliated. What the hell? And Ashley Cole is demanding the players to get off the pitch, and looks like Cresswell and Matteo Joseph had a spat. What an ending, folks. Matteo Joseph, that's probably the most Matteo Joseph did in the whole game, was square up to Charlie Cresswell at the end. Pretty hilarious to think about because he did absolutely nothing in the actual 90 plus minutes he was there. Hilarious to say the least. But that's none of my problems, folks. England are off to another under-21 semis under Lee Carsley as defending champions, where England will play the Netherlands, who squeezed past Portugal 1-0. And of course, tomorrow, Germany will play Italy. And of course, France will play Denmark in the other quarterfinals. Thank you so much for joining me here at Crystal Racing. It was a bit of a slow burner due to the fact that I had to do something before the stream which delayed me, and I didn't start streaming until the 40th minute mark when England had already, Spain scored their penalty. Made things quite nervous for the second half, but Eddie Anderson finally ended the nerves. England resilient in defence. Now I can breathe because I was so nervous for practically an hour, to be honest. Cresswell, Quadza, absolutely phenomenal. Ditto for Livramento. Hinselwood, okay, he could have had a goal himself, but he did an okay job. Scott and Morton protected the back four magnificently well, although unfortunately Morton will be suspended for the Dutch game. McAtee looking a lot more accomplished and settled in the number 10 role. Hutchinson unfortunately picked up an injury and had to go off at the 50th minute mark. Harvey Elliott ran his socks off. Ditto for Stansfield, who did a great job in the first start of his tournament. Doing the graveyard shift, pressing Spain up high up the pitch. And as for the subs, I mean, Jonathan Rowe did well to win the penalty to kill the game off. Anderson with a penalty kick. Looking very mature and calm despite being dropped. Hackney, Norcoffey and Baneri, can't say much for them because obviously they were just there to replace tired legs. Oh, it looks like John McAtee was given a yellow card for the post-game scuff. Wow. The Spanish players were very upset. I think they were upset because earlier on in the game there was a penalty ruled out in the first 5 minutes, and apparently they're still upset about that for some daft reasons. Oh, wait, there were 2 red cards after the final whistle in the same fixture 2 years ago, albeit it was in the final of the under 21s. Oh, Rafa Morin was sent off. Blimey, Christ. I mean, he's a substitute. One of the substitutes, Rafa Morin, was given a red card for the scuff at the end of the game, involving, I think it was Charlie Cresswell and Matteo Joseph. Both of them being Leeds United players.
They showed enough quality in the first half to open Spain up, and then they showed resilience and determination. Super things to start with. I think that's all about I think they were. And that's sort of thing. That's the action that like the first 3 games, like Joe said, just to see the game out, blocks, tackles, headers, first contact, amazing finish. Great result for England. Get some reaction now. Pit side star reporter Ellie Cullen, who's standing by with one of England's goal scorers, Harvey Elliott. Harvey, into the semis, how are you feeling? Wow, incredible. Lost words, I think. I said at the start of the game it's going to be very tough. They okay, an incredible game against us, but I thought the way the lads handled the pressure, conceded a goal and being determined to keep on going, keep on fighting. We deserve it so much. So now it's just kind of time to celebrate, but we need to think about the semis now. Celebrate, recover, rest, go again. But yeah, it's incredible. A Liverpool link up your goal. Talk me through it. Well, I was screaming to Zhou to pass it really, but I've been playing with him for 3-4 seasons, and I know he was going to shoot. I think it was just about me trying to follow him, feel her, and go straight to a pass. I was there to tap it in. I'm delighted. Another goal, and to be able to contribute.
Oh, poster thoughts about the game. Don't really know what to say, but I'll look at all the scores. Inter Milan beat your Red Diamonds 2-1. Fluminense will play Houston tonight. Not that much football on tonight, but
we have everything to lose. They don't. If they get sent off, it's one of them. But we have to focus now and kind of get carried away with doing what we're doing.
United's been second in the league 17 times in their history. Okay, that's interesting. That doesn't really mean much considering their recent struggles. I mean, whenever I use statistics, I like to use statistics that are relevant to the game I'm watching. So, I know you know a lot about Man United because you're a massive fan of them, but United are not even involved in the Club World Cup, so yeah. Can't be idiot. Doesn't even know why the hell there was a massive fight between the Spanish and the England under 21s, but I can only presume Michelle Joseph and Charlie Crespo had an angry word and they both went and attacked each other. And Rafa Mori got stuck in and got a Garrett guard for his troubles. Wednesday night will be the under 21 semi-finals. James McAtee also picked up a bucket. Oh yeah, he got booked after he got subbed off. And look at that, it is 10 o'clock and there's still sunlight around, and it looks like the sun will only set at 10:30 tonight on what is the longest day of the year, which is, yeah, look at that, Saturday the 21st of June in the Northern Hemisphere, the longest day of the year. Obviously, I know that in the 21st of December is the shortest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere and the longest day of the year in the Southern Hemisphere, and vice versa for today in the other part of the world.
England have been missing chances in their previous two matches in the group stage, Zhou, but they made no mistake with both of these and took a really good lead early on.
For those of you wondering, please subscribe to Crystal Racing. Thank you for 7 likes. Arsenal Liverpool and Arsenal have been runners up 15 and 12 times respectively. Winter team is staying. Okay, I don't know what winter team. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, after this, every day after 21st of June, every day just gets shorter and shorter. So yeah. But I mean, it's going to be nice summer weather for like the next month or so, so I'm not that bothered. I mean, obviously, if you're rich, many people like to go to Dubai and the Middle East for sun towards November and December. Oh, right, yeah, obviously. All you're talking about was it daylight saving, yeah. Daylight saving more or less operates between like March and October from where I am. Where you put the hour clock forward, so technically it's really supposed to be 9 o'clock, but obviously it means that because the hour clock is put forward, then the sun doesn't start rising until like 3:30-ish, when it should be like, I don't know, 2:30 if it was like not like if they never like did daylight saving. Gotta say, I do find it so weird. What's it? Spain just don't have like a playmaker in the team that can break England's any sort of low block down. That's weird to watch, but hey, it's not my problem. Thank you for 8 likes here. 3-1 to the Young Lions. Of course, the other game was a 1-0 win to the Dutch, who finished second in their group with just 4 points, having finished behind Denmark. And it beat one of the group winners, Portugal, in a great victory. Stansfield was an absolute pain in the neck for the Spanish tonight. Just making Spain rush every pass from the back and just making them really awkward. I mean, the only thing that's missing from Stansfield's locker is scoring goals, to be honest. But apart from that, his overall game is very good. And I mean, it really does make me wonder why the hell Jay Stansfield has not been able to start a game until this quarter final. Gotta say, if Jay Stansfield keeps playing like he does, I mean, he'll be in the Premier League and he'll be probably getting a call up to the England senior squad. So
administration wanted to keep you entertained, and they are continuing to appeal.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to end it now. So thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time here at Crystal Racing.
It shows that Palestinians exist. He's a, you know, of course, he's a big advocate for Palestinians. He is a Palestinian born in, he was living in Syria, but he said that the fact that here is a message. It's just worth remembering